Hello everybody, it's Yasmin here. How are you? Thought I'd wear my new green top for a bit of colour after yesterday's rather weepy Facebook Live, Instagram Live. How is everybody? How you're feeling? Are you good? Are you feeling well? Why don't we do a bit of movement together while we wait for people to hop on? I just had a look at the chart for the day, and today the moon is in Scorpio. It's a very sexy sign. If you're lucky enough to be in lockdown with someone you love, it's a very good day to give them a nice kiss or whatever. Scorpio is a very sexy sign. I remember my unofficial mentor, as I call him, Jonathan Caner, the late, great Jonathan Caner, who was a British astrologer. And I used to do a bit of writing for him every now and then on his site or whatever, under my own name. And I remember once I wrote something about sexy Scorpio. And he said, actually it came back sort of via his assistant, Jonathan says, can you please take out sexy? He thinks all the signs are sexy. Jonathan, what were you thinking? I don't know. I never got a chance to ask Jonathan, why don't you think Scorpio sexy is a good keyword for Scorpio? You know, in fact, Scorpio, where the moon is today, on the natural astrology chart, which is the chart that's laid out with Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, on the first house, Taurus on the second house, and so on. So in that, on the natural horoscope, as it's called, it rules the 8th house, which is sex and money, joint finances. It's sex, money, death, the things that no one wants to talk about, taxes, life, death, and rebirth. It's where we have, our chart is really intense. And I never got a chance, unfortunately, to ask Jonathan why he didn't want to say sexy for Scorpio. I think maybe he said it was because all signs are sexy. Who knows? We'll never know, unfortunately. Jonathan himself was a Sagittarius. So anyway, I still maintain it's sexy, even if Jonathan didn't agree with me on that one. There was hardly anything we didn't agree on, but I'm going to have to stick to my guns. Scorpio is sexy. I mean, come on. Have you ever met a Scorpio? Have you ever had a Scorpio lover? They're sexy. I think they're sexy. So also are Aries, by the way, which my husband's an Aries. Also, I think Capricorn have a really strong sexual urge. Okay, I probably should stop talking about sex now, but I just wanted to mention the moon's in Scorpio. You know, Scorpio gets a bad reputation. I've probably said it before here, but you know, whenever I meet people, anybody who says either they're Gemini or they're Scorpio, they apologize for it. They're like, oh, sorry, but I'm a Scorpio, or so sorry, I'm a Gemini. It's like, no, guys, if you learn anything from me, this is something I say all the time. We all have all 12 signs in our chart, okay? So those of you who did the new moon masterclass with me 10 days ago for the new moon eclipse, afterwards, it was something I meant to do in the class and I just ran out of time. Afterwards, they were all sent a video of working out how to use a new moon planner. Okay, so you can basically get all the dates of the new moons for the next 12 months and plot them into your chart so you know if you're having a new moon in your love zone or a new moon in your work zone or whatever. So one thing you learn when you do something like that, and I am actually going to offer this again for my full moon masterclass because I just think it's really useful for people. But, you know, when you do that, you see that you have all 12 signs in your chart. Oh, someone's just put in Taurians are very sexy. Yeah, they are too, actually. They're actually really sensual. Their word is sensuality, one of their words. So you see that you might have, you know, just because you're Leo, say, you still will have Capricorn somewhere in your chart. You'll still have Gemini in your chart. Everybody has all 12 signs. And it just depends on your rising sign where all those signs are. So the rising sign is the one at 9 o'clock and everything follows on from then. I won't try and go into it, but if you are coming to my masterclass on Sunday, which there's a link above to it, I'm going to explain it. I'm going to teach you actually how to plot out the full moons in your chart. Okay, it's going to be the full moons. We did the new moons before. This time we're going to do the full moons, how to plot out 12 months of full moons in your chart so you can see where you've got the 12 months of full moons and what it means. Okay, so that's going to be fun. Which is just a way of saying we all have 12 signs in our chart. And if you don't know about the masterclass, it's coming up this Sunday. We've changed the time. I initially it was going to be one time, there was going to be another. My fantastic tech guy explained to me that I'd given 2 different times. The time is 6 p.m. on Sunday UK time, because I remember now, because I was making it a bit more friendly for the Americans and the Canadians, because you know, all these things that I do, for example, every day. I mean, I just spoke to someone, we did the chanting before I came on here, and it was 5:30 a.m. her time. It was actually really nice. She was Teresa, she was in Ontario in Canada in the garden. She showed us, you know, like basically first morning moments of the new day. So okay, so couple of things. One is, someone says, if you've done the new moon masterclass, do you have to register again for the masterclass on Sunday? You do, but simply because you have to kind of go into our system, so you then start to get all the reminders for when it is, how to log on, how to register and all that. But we are sending that out that email today to everybody who did the new moon masterclass. You get instant access to the full moon masterclass on Sunday, and you'll get an email today, and you just have to register like last time, because then our little webinar magical software will tell you, you know, how to log in, what time, what URL and all that. And for anyone who hasn't heard me rabbiting on about this masterclass, although I actually haven't spoken about it this much, because we only really confirmed it probably, well, after the new moon masterclass, because the new moon one was so fun, thanks to you guys. So if you don't know about it, it's the full moon masterclass. It's taking place on Sunday, and I'm giving it away for free to everybody who buys or pre-orders, as you can only pre-order, who pre-orders a copy of my Moonology Diary 2021, which is going to be gorgeous. It is gorgeous. So you pre-order it, but you have to, there's this misconception. Please listen to this. There's a misconception that you just buy the diary online or you pre-order it and you're automatically enrolled. It's not like that. You have to go to the page that I've put the link to for Instagrammers. It's www.moonmessages.com/July eclipse. One word. The link is on the Facebook page. You have to go there, paste in your transaction receipt, and then you get all the information that you need about you know, how to log on to the for the webinar, basically. And somebody was asking on Instagram, if you can't make the live, what about, what happens? Well, of course, we are going to record it and we will send you a copy straight away. So there you go. So what shall we do? What shall we do? I want to do a card. I think I'm going to keep it really simple today. Shall we just do a card? Would anyone like a card? Someone's saying, I can't remember if I pre-ordered the calendar or the diary. For some reason, it's listed on Amazon as a calendar. It's a diary. If you've ordered anything, it's the diary. All right, let's do a card. Which card shall we do? April says, can I purchase the 2020 diary anywhere, sorry, no, it sold out like in December last year, before even the new year. So that's another good reason to pre-order your 2021. It sold out the last 2 years in a row. And so at least if you pre-order it now, you will be able to, you've guaranteed your copy. Tony Foreman, hello. I saw you on something else the other day. Tony's someone who comes to some of my workshops. I haven't done a workshop for a long time. And also, by the way, to those of you who are registered for my Australia workshop, just when I was chanting then, I was thinking, we're still not quite sure if they're going to let us into the country, or if they do, if we'll be able to I think it's this card here, do a workshop, because it's a mass gathering of people. So if we can't in the end, what we're going to do is we're probably going to, obviously we'll refund you, but we might run something else like an online thing. Okay. When is the diary shipping, says Tracy. It won't ship until next month. It's not actually published until July 28th. So all these workshops I'm doing are for people who are kind enough to pre-order before it's actually out. Is there a July chant, says Sue Smith. The July chant, I have to explain that separately, because that's a kind of a sun, moon and stars thing. Alrighty, I've got Helen. Just click the link above at the top of this description and you can sign up. All right, I've got a card. Have you got your question? Have you got your question? Sorry, I was going to say as well, today what we've got is we've got Mercury retrograde harmonizing with the planet Uranus, okay? Now, that's why the energy is going to be chaotic, because even though it's a Scorpio moon today, as the moon's moving through Scorpio, and Scorpio is a fixed sign and it's quite steady, and it's sort of, it's not like rah like this, it's more like this. And, you'd expect a Scorpio moon day to be much more sort of level-headed than it is. But today we also have Mercury, the planet of communications, retrograding at the moment through the sign of Cancer or Moonchild, and making a link to the planet of chaos, excitement and turnarounds, okay, Uranus. So it's not going to be like a quiet day. It's going to be a busy day. It's going to be a day when your mind is probably going to be quite, on the move, agile, happening, exciting. Ren says they're feeling, I don't know if it's a male or a female and there's no photo, but Ren says they're feeling agitated. So, it's going to be a bit like that, okay? It's going to be a bit like that. That's okay. That's all fine. So it's actually a positive thing. It's not a negative thing, but it will be like quite a busy day. Think of it a bit like as if there's someone giving you tiny little electric shocks in your butt just to keep you moving. All right, so here is the card. Are you ready? Here it comes. Oh, so I said the other day, I'm not sure what I said it on, I think I might have said it on the card reading for the Sun, Moon and Stars area, that there are no bad cards in my beautiful Moonology deck. And there are no really bad cards, but there are some which are a little bit sort of like not necessarily the ones you want to get. And for me, this is kind of one of them because it always feels like a bit of a telling off. So think about whatever it is that you want. Think about whatever it is that you want, okay, before you read it. What do you want? What do you want? Okay, and there's going to, maybe just say it out loud or put it in the comments. What do you want? Just say it out loud or whisper it out loud. What do you want? All right, some things come to mind, hopefully. All right, now here is how to get it. But it's kind of a bit like me. It's not like, yes, you're definitely going to get it. It's this. Are you ready? It's the full moon in Leo card. And it's the don't let pride get in your way card. I wish I could tell you mine. It's much too personal. It's not that personal, but it's just too much of my private life to bore you with. But that is so true for me. There's something that I want. There's been a bit of a hiccup. It's nothing to do with work. It's nothing to do with my relationship. Just before everybody starts co-creating weird things for me, it's to do with something completely neutral. But yeah, don't let pride get in your way. Don't let your ego trip you up. Okay? Don't let pride get in your way. So there you go. That is the card for the day. And I notice on Facebook, someone's given me some stars, which I just signed up for yesterday because Facebook kept writing to me all the time saying, do you want stars? Do you want stars? Do you want stars? I'm like, finally, okay, I'll sign up for stars. And someone's given me my first stars, which I'm not exactly sure what they are, but I'm going to find out. But I think it's a way of like giving money. I don't know. I'm going to find out. So thank you to whoever sent the stars. I'm going to investigate that and send you a little thank you message. So there we go. That is it for today. Don't let pride get in your way. What do you want? Don't let pride get in your way. Aya Backman says, it's a good card. And you know what? I mean, it is a good card. It's just a reminder. You know, sometimes we scupper ourselves with our ego. So it's don't scupper ourselves with our ego. Now, I've just noticed my husband's watching. He knows what I want, what we're manifesting, one of the things we're manifesting together. I'm going to go and talk to him about this card. We mustn't let pride get in our way, darling. All right, so lots and lots and lots of love to you, and I will see you tomorrow. Don't let pride get in your way. Lots of love.